Hey there, it's Chris Cashman in Tacoma. We're at Cheney Stadium ahead of the Seattle All-Star Classic Celebrity Softball game this weekend. What a thrill. I've always wondered how I'd get introduced coming up to the plate. Listen.
Now batting, number 5, Chris Cashman.
This is my walk-up music? Okay, we're gonna work on this. We'll tell you about everything else tonight on Evening.
Jose heads inside an old-school Seattle bar that's a relaxed Irish pub offering grub, and it's located across the street from Pike Place Market. A single pencil, a remarkable talent. Tonight, meet the Kirkland artist whose work hangs inside the Obama Presidential Library.
Hey, it's me, Ciscoe Morse. I'm going to show you how to water to save money and to keep your plants healthy and happy. Oh la la.
Welcome to Evening Magazine and welcome to Cheney Stadium here in Tacoma, home to your Tacoma Rainiers. But this weekend it will be home to the Seattle All-Star Classic Celebrity Softball game. A couple of world champion Seahawks top billing. It has become an annual tradition. It is a ton of fun and does a lot of good for many, many community partners.
This year 5.
It's not every day you get to see sports stars, celebrities, and community leaders share the same field. But that's exactly what the Seattle All-Star Classic is all about.
And it's been awesome to be able to put this out for 4 years, going on year 5 now. Great partners here at the Rainiers.
Yeah, so Seattle All-Star Classic, we're a birth between Carrie and myself. It's a community-driven event. The goal is to use the power of sports to empower or serve underserved communities, the nonprofits sector, the community out here, South Sound, where a majority of the blue-collar workers have been kind of pushed out of Seattle, down south. Make something that's cost-effective for them to attend.
For one afternoon, Cheney Stadium trades fierce competition for friendly rivalry, where every big hit and highlight helps shine a spotlight on the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And then getting like closer to the action too, right? I feel like a lot of the fans, but also the businesses and the nonprofits don't get that kind of personal interaction. They don't get to sponsor the team or be down on the field.
A field stacked with celebrities, led by Seahawks Uchenna Nwosu and Rashid Shaheed.
We got Lofa Tatupu, legend, Miles Gaskin, another guy, connected back to the community. Casey Sadler. We
Picture
got
with the Mariners, yep.
Gary Gilliam, and one of my favorites too, Nate Jackson. I don't know if you guys have seen his.
Yes.
I think it's a perfect combination of, community, business, engagement.
Yeah, everything he said.
Don't miss out the 5th annual Seattle All-Star Classic Saturday right here at Cheney Stadium. Tickets still available. Grab yours, SeattleAllStarClassic.com.
We head now to Kirkland to introduce you to a super talented artist, Keegan Hall. Perhaps you already know his work as he is celebrated around the world using just a pencil, but you might not believe it because he is that good. And the meaning behind his works, well, that's the remarkable story.
This current piece that I'm doing is actually a drawing of Chris Cornell.
Just one pencil. That's it. Yet somehow Keegan Hall can make paper look more like a photograph than a photograph.
I grew up drawing all the time. I thought I was going to be a Disney animator. Was always my dream job.
His hyper-realistic drawings, which can often take several months to create, have opened the door to a world where professional athletes and legendary rock stars want to work with him. And it almost never happened.
I was kind of told art's not a real career path. You can't make any money. You're going to be poor your whole life.
Despite an art degree from the UW, Keegan packed up his pencils, stopped drawing altogether, until suddenly, in 2015, his mom died.
That had a big effect on me personally, where it almost, it actually changed my life.
Lisa Hall had a favorite saying, "Why not you?" And in his grief, Keegan says something remarkable happened.
That really sunk in. Why not me? And I started to reach out to people that I thought were untouchable. And once I dared and put in the effort to go down that path, doors started opening.
And not just because of Keegan's undeniable talent, but because of his generosity.
Charity has always been at the forefront of my artistic pursuits.
Sales of his art have raised nearly $1 million. His biggest challenge in 2016, when President Obama visited the state, Governor Inslee asked Keegan if he could draw something in 2 days instead of the usual 2+ weeks.
I basically went on this marathon drawing spree where I was in my room locked for probably 17, 18 hours a day. Like my wife would just open the door, slide some food in, and I would just eat fast and just get back at it.
A drawing that is now in the Obama Presidential Library. Just one unforgettable moment captured with a pencil by a man who creates something else with every drawing: hope.
Look what happens when you really put in the effort, when you really commit to something to be the best at your thing, whatever that is. Like, it is possible, you can get there, and you can really achieve your dream, which is what happened for me.
Thank you, Saint, and thank you to Keegan for sharing his incredible talents with us. As you can imagine, he's already hard at work, looking forward to raising more money for notable causes. Meanwhile, our resident watering hole expert, Jose Cedeno, is at it again. He found the Blarney Stone Pub in downtown Seattle. It's today's 5-star dive bar.
We're here at the Blarney Stone Pub, downtown Seattle on 1st Avenue. This place is a great little dive spot. A lot of people feel comfortable coming here. It's kind of like a Cheers. We have 10 taps on this side, we have 10 taps on that side. We've got a lot of regulars that love to come here and play pool. It's $1 per game. It takes quarters. A lot of people come in here and they look at the tiles on the floor. This area kind of used to be a brothel. We have a lot of people that take pictures and ask questions about why they're down there.
Now that we know more about this pub, let's talk drinks.
We don't have a happy hour, but every hour's happy around here. Tall Boy Rainier for $6.75, PBR $6.75. Wells would be $9.25. We are in the downtown area. Things are a little bit more expensive, but we try to combat that with some specials. I know we're not in Ireland, but over the years I've heard that we pour the best Guinness in the city. I'm gonna pour some Guinness, hold it at a 45-degree angle. The trick is to let that thing turn all the way black. You wanna have the right amount of head on it. That's your perfect Guinness.
Well, sure, he knows how to pour it, but I know how to drink it.
Today I'm gonna make for you leprechaun milk. It's Jameson, Frangelico, and Irish cream. It's delicious.
Now it's time to try that leprechaun's milk. And if you are hungry, no worries, they got you. Food, let's talk food.
We have a ton of things on the menu. Our kitchen has always been really solid. For you today, we're gonna do a Dublin pub sandwich. It comes with roast beef, arugula, and an aioli sauce on it. It's delicious. We're also gonna do a shepherd's pie. As far as appetizer-wise, one thing that I really like to tell people about is our Reuben roll-ups. Basically like a Reuben sandwich. It's in an egg roll with like a side of 1,000 Island.
So if you happen to be in the area, don't forget to visit Blarney Stone Pub and Restaurant for the good times.
Cheers, Jose. The food really does look good, and I suppose that's the best spot in town to get a ice-cold Rainier. Still to come on Evening Magazine.
Summer is in full swing and our plants need water. Ciscoe Morris shares tips to keep your plants happy and healthy while saving you money on your water bill this season. But first, Minions and Soundgarden. It's all a part of this week's Top 5. Evening Magazine is made possible with support from Kitsap Credit Union. Since 1934, Kitsap Credit Union has believed that together it's possible. Together, we shine a light on the people and places that help our communities thrive.
Cashman's done it. He's done it. Hey, welcome back to Evening Magazine from Cheney Stadium here in Tacoma. I'm Chris Cashman, so happy you are here. You know, they got the Seattle All-Star Classic Celebrity Softball game this weekend. Saturday right here, tickets still available. There's a lot going on right now. In fact, what do the Minions, a Soundgarden guitarist, and a stormy night at a Chicago restaurant have in common? They're all a part of this week's Top 5. Here's Saints.
The Minions are still mighty but not unstoppable. Minions and Monsters tops the weekend box office with $36.4 million, though its July 4 debut is the franchise's softest opening, despite high scores from critics. Toy Story 5 stays strong at number 2. Faith-based newcomer Young Washington surprises at number 3. Supergirl drops to 4th, while Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day rounds out the top 5.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop!
It's not sucking!
Or not.
The Bear continues to cook up buzz after its emotional series finale, with critics calling the final season a return to form and a satisfying farewell for Carmy and the crew. Other shows to stream this week, scoring a 92 or above on Rotten Tomatoes, include Widow's Babe, House of the Dragon, the animated X-Men 97, and From. And finally, Soundgarden guitarist Kim Thile's memoir, A Screaming Life, is number 2 on Elliott Bay's nonfiction list this week. Kim talked about his book with us in June.
Having that #1 album, what's it really like?
Well, if you read the book, you might get a less smiley version of it.
At number 1, journalist Omar El Akkad's One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against This, an award-winning examination of the war in Gaza and the West's response. David Sedaris's The Land and Its People, Homer's The Odyssey, and Bell Burton's Strangers round out the top 5.
Ready or not, summer is here. Your plants are getting thirsty, but Ciscoe Morris, he knows how much you dislike paying those high water bills, so he has some tips and tricks for you just in time to save summer.
So have you seen the cost of water these days? Oh la la. So it's really important to water efficiently and water right, because that'll keep your plants healthy as well and keep your water bill down. So there's all kinds of different sprinklers that you can use. This one's got all kinds of different settings so that you can use different power on them. Each one works for a different situation. Quick couplers. So you put this part in here. Now that hooks right on, so I don't have to unscrew it, screw it on, do all that. Boom, comes right off. So this really is convenient. And most important of all, a timer. How many times have you turned the sprinkler on, forgot all about it, you get that telephone call from your grandma or something, and you totally forget it's on out there. You just set this timer, it'll turn it off, and you will have just saved yourself an extra big water bill. So how do you know how long to water? Well, most plants and lawns need 1 inch of water per week. You measure 1 inch up from the bottom, run your sprinkler like you normally would. When the water reaches your mark, that's 1 inch of water. Time how long it takes for that to happen, and now you know how long to run the water every time you water with the same sprinkler. There's one more watering tool I didn't show you. You want this. If you have 2 hoses, you want a control valve on there. Whoa! So see, now I got total control. You want to water infrequently and deeply. Around 7 in the morning is a great time to water. And the most important tip of all, if you're married to a woman who likes to hang all your clothes on the clothesline, make sure you look and make sure there's no clothes on the clothesline before you turn the sprinkler on. Marriage counseling is getting so expensive. Oh la la.
Gardening advice and marital advice from Ciscoe. The legend continues. Up next on Evening Magazine.
Take a ride with Vashon Island's Biking Barber. Evening Magazine is sponsored by Dram Corp.
And welcome back to Evening Magazine from Cheney Stadium here in Tacoma ahead of this weekend's Seattle All-Star Classic Celebrity Softball game. Come say hi to the great Ben Cheney. He still sits here, the guy who standardized the 2x4, a man of many talents. Speaking of which, if you're ever on Vashon Island, there is a barber who will come to you on bicycle. You believe that, Ben?
Vashon Island is about 12 miles long. And part of my job as a mobile barber is to literally explore by bike.
Tara Morgan is the hard-pedaling, house-calling hairstylist behind Come On Barber.
That's the tagline. Get spiffy, stay classy.
It's a business born during the pandemic and thriving.
Hi, everyone. Hi, friend. What you doing? I get to see people kind of in their natural environment and enjoy their view right along with them.
Because what could be more convenient for clients?
So usually when I do these haircuts, it's a spectator sport, you know. A lot of the family likes to sit around on the deck and we just talk and get to know each other.
Looks good, nice and clean.
Tara has been here before. She gave Huxley his very first haircut.
Man, he went from 1 to 12 in like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I put a lot of mileage on the bike last year.
But now...
Hey, Nan.
Hey, Tara. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Welcome. Come on in.
Thanks to a family loan, Tara has refurbished a full-service van.
Nice.
This is all a new career for Tara, who has been a coach, a teacher, and a fundraiser.
Becoming a barber is kind of a hybrid of all those things. It's a little bit of coaching, you know, everybody knows it's a little bit of therapy, it's connection, and it's also got this creative part that I kind of didn't expect. And the big thing I didn't realize,
I like it.
when a person gets a great haircut, they come into themselves. They see themselves, and they maybe even reveal themselves. Here we go. You look gorgeous. Thanks, Nan.
That's great.
So handsome.
Oh, it feels so much better. Awesome.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
On Vashon Island, Tara Morgan says she's found her calling.
Bye.
Now in our 40th season, Evening Magazine shares local stories that make our community shine. Evening Magazine is sponsored by Pemco Insurance. Pemco empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at pemco.com.
And welcome back to Evening Magazine from Cheney Stadium here in Tacoma ahead of this weekend's Seattle All-Star Classic Celebrity Softball game. Come be a part of it Saturday right here. And speaking of unusual sporting activities, we head now to the Green Lake Pitch and Putt. Saint takes us for a little casual golfing, one putter, one iron, one ball, and a course that's been around since 1948.
It's the 9-hole, par 3, 6-acre golf course that makes golfers at any level feel right at home.
Oh my God.
We have a low greens fee. You don't have to wear anything special. You can come as you are. We accept you as you are.
Amy Faulkner is the new operator at the Green Lake Pitch and Putt, and she's doubling down on the retro factor.
It's going in, watch.
She's also a bit of a golfer herself.
That was so good.
I'm not a golfer.
Christy Copeland and her family have come out on this sunny day. The boys swinging big.
I'm really proud of them. They're doing a good job.
Jake Bean, who lives in the neighborhood, just played 9 holes.
Today I got through in about 45 minutes, so not bad. You know, there's no backup, no traffic. You can hit 2 or 3 balls each hole, so pretty breezy.
I've got this.
And while I might have had a good moment or two...
Oh! Nicely done.
Thank you. Well,
most of the morning was spent making near misses. Still, where better to lose yourself and lose some balls?
I know I have another ball here somewhere, but we can find that later.
So much fun. The pitch and putt is open every day of the week, so it'll cost you $14. That'll do it for us here at Cheney Stadium, just ahead of the Seattle All-Star Classic softball game this weekend. Come be a part of it Saturday. Since I got the stadium to myself, let's see if I can still hit the long ball. You guys ready? Here we go. Oh, baby, that's out of here. Keep going. Keep going. It is out of here. That is